Oh no, I think it's a squid. It is a squid. Jeepers. Good one. G'day guys, Beach Hermit here. This trip I'm going to be heading down to the Tasman Peninsula to a remote beach. I've got my little inflatable boat on the back of the truck. I haven't used it before. I've had some issues with it which have been fixed up and she's ready to go. So I'm going to be going to a remote beach, beaching the boat and camping the night. The main purpose of this mission is going to be squid slaying. I've got a nice little recipe lined up for squid. Also bought my dive gear, so I'll be diving for abalone and things like that as well. Yeah, so it's going to be a freezing cold episode. The forecast is something like -1 to 11. Got good warm gear, so hopefully I'll be okay. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you do, please do all that YouTube stuff like subscribing, etc. And I'll talk to you out there.
This weather report is brought to you by Beach Hermit. Are you bored? Relaxing before bed? Snapping one off? Throw on some Beach Hermit. You won't regret it. Today's temperature will be a high of 11 and a low of -1. The wind will be 10 knots from the northwest. The water temperature will be 11 degrees. There is no chance of rain. In other news, recently Beach Hermit cooked me up a nice fish recipe. I said to him, "I just swallowed a bone." Beach Hermit replied, "Are you choking?" I said, "No, I'm deadly serious." And now, back to the episode.
guys, cool little creek. Looks like we got some wood for a fire. Got some little, oh, there's footprints. Someone's been hiking through here. I don't know how far up the tide comes. Hard to say. I think probably the best bet would be over here. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come all the way up through here, then we'll be in trouble. Oh, there's a lot of footprints here. Must be a part of a hiking track somewhere. What to do? I mean, probably the best to be up, right up high there. You can see that the tide has come up here before. I mean, I don't know how long ago or how high the tide needs to be, but probably that'd be the best spot for camping there, I'd say. I don't know, it's pretty good. There is another beach around the corner that's not as steep as this, and also it's got much nicer ground for camping. This looks like it might get, the tide might come right up over here, I think, which means I'll have to camp miles away. Might go check out the other spot. Very cool spot, but maybe not quite what I'm looking for. Bit concerning with all these footprints here as well. It's definitely didn't expect to see that. So obviously it's part of a hiking track. We don't want that either, people walking past the camp. So I think we keep on moving. We'll have another look. Alright guys, let's go check out the other beach. Just coming into the beach here. Looks like there's less swell on this side, but it's out of the sun. I'd love to be in the sunshine. It's very cold. It's a bit hard to see here. We'll do a scout along the beach and check out where the best spot is. I think the sun's just about to go behind the trees, which is what we want, so we can see. Oh, we've got crystal clear water, tell you what. So we've got a good bank of rocks along here. Might try and get past them, I think. But that water is just spectacular. Crystal clear. Gonna be good diving. Yeah, we want a spot where we can sort of wheel the boat up a fair way to get it past the high tide line. Beautiful little beach though. I don't know if you guys can see that water, but far out, it is beautiful. I got a little family of ducks there on the beach, and of course the old pied oyster eaters. Down there behind the dune here, might be a good spot for set up camp. Alright, let's do it. In here. That'll wake you up. Cool. Got the whole beach to myself. Definitely no footprints on this one. Yeah, definitely a creek there. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like a, yeah, it's a good sized creek there. Definitely in the high tide that'll come over. I did do an episode here probably 2 years ago, I reckon. And I did a catch and cook surf and turf using steak and squid. It's a beautiful beach, just beautiful. Right, let's get unloaded, we'll get the boat up. I don't know what to do first, maybe we'll go for a dive along here. Looks pretty good. Well, looks average, but it's all we've got, so. Alright, we'll get the gear unpacked. Alright guys, that's all the gear. I'll clip the wheels down and we'll pull the boat up here high. There we go. think the course of action here, I've had a bit of a think about it. Might just sort of get camp set up a little bit. There's a nice little flat spot here which would be great for the tent and the chair and everything. And then we might go for a dive down this side. See if we can get an abalone or two. I didn't bring my spear gun this time. I didn't really want to target fish. This will be the time I see something like a kingfish or something like that. But anyway, I had to be really careful about what I bought on this little boat. It's only 2.4 meters and it can't take a lot of weight. So, but anyway, we'll go for a dive, see if we can get an abalone or something, and maybe some winkles. And then we'll come back to camp, freshen up a bit, and then I might take the boat out this afternoon and we'll go for a squid in the afternoon. Then we'll come back and cook up what we caught. Hopefully we catch something. Yeah, and then we'll have a sleep. We'll get up in the morning, might go for another squid fish in the morning, and we'll see what the day brings, whether we go for a fish or just keep fishing for squid. I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll work that out when we get to it. Let's go fishing. That tide's ripping in too. Guys, see if we can get a squid. I think I might have the bottom there, guys. Oh no, I think it's a squid. It is a squid. Jeepers. Good one. Lovely. Well, second cast, guys, and we're onto a squid. Doesn't feel enormous. but definitely an eater. Yeah, it's a good size. Perfect for what I want. Beautiful. Ugh. Lovely. Excellent start to our squid slaying adventure. Excellent, beautiful size. It's a great size actually. Just make sure he's not keen to spit anymore. Excellent size squid, guys. There we go. Beautiful Tassie southern calamari. Absolutely delicious. Ugh. Oh. I thought wearing gloves might be a bad idea. Guys, fourth cast. So we're travelling at a 50% rate at the moment, which is awesome. That last one was pretty big, and for my dish that I'm planning for tonight, I'm hoping for a little bit smaller than that. This looks like more the size I'm after. He might even, yeah, he's a good size for what. He might even be too small. I might let him go. A tourist boat come in here from Port Arthur, and I think that's what explains the footprints, because I reckon he's going to beach it. He's put his motors up and he's heading straight for it. So there probably isn't, I didn't think there was any tracks through here because it's quite remote. So that's why I was so baffled when I saw the footprints there. But I think that explains it. Guys, we're onto another squid here. It's definitely not as big as the first one. Might be a bit bigger than the second one, which would be perfect. So let's see how we go here. What do we got? Oh no, he's tiny. Little fella. Alright, we'll let him go. And there's the evidence, guys. They're walking on the beach, so that's where the footprints have come from. Well guys, we were doing really well there for a sec. You know, we were getting a squid every second cast, and then it just went real quiet, and then I just got busted off by something. I think it might have been a little barracuda, which is very annoying because I've only got 2 squid jigs with me. So anyway, we'll keep at it. I might have a move though, and move somewhere around in the sun a bit so the lure can glisten a bit, and try our luck around the corner there. Guys, I've just come in back near camp. I've caught plenty of squid in here before, so gonna see how we go. My feet are soaking wet and it's about 5 degrees and it's not very comfortable, I can tell you. Pretty keen to get a fire going. Squid fishing for about 3 hours now, guys, and all I've got is that big squid. Yeah, it was looking real promising at the start and then it just went dead. So it's about, I don't know, 4:15, 4:30, and it's starting to get dark already. I'm absolutely freezing. My feet are feel like they're burning, they're so cold. I don't think I'd have any hope at all if I didn't have this blowtorch. This squid. Very, very simple. He's a good sized squid, I tell you. Just gonna take that beak out. I'll take the eyes out as well. Just doing up a real quick basic marinade for this squid. So we've just got a bit of turmeric there, and what else did I bring? Oh, there we go. So guys, this is just a mix of 2 parts light soy to 1 part dark soy, and that's going in as well. And then the whole squid goes in. The whole squid goes in, and we're going to leave it marinate for about probably an hour or so, I'd say. Okay, so guys, because I'm so disorganised, I didn't bring another pair of shoes. These are soaked through. So the best thing I can come up with on this wet sand is a pair of thick cotton socks underneath, and then I've got my diving socks here, which have got a layer of plastic in them, so they're sort of like waterproof. So we'll see how that goes. But I've got to get them out of these shoes, they're freezing. It's this fire is not working. It's hardly working. I bought out a grill to cook the squid, but it's looking like that's not going to happen, so I might have to change tactics. And I do have a fry pan and a gas cooker. Might have to do it that way, I think. It's a shame. I wanted that nice char grill flavour, but yeah, not happening, guys. Wood is all wet. And it's still freezing. Alright guys, just gonna clean this squid up a little bit. I was gonna do it whole on the grill, but obviously we can't do that. So I'm going to just cut it down a bit. So what I got here is a green chilli. I'm just going to cut that rough. into the mortar and pestle. In goes garlic clove, and we're just going to smash that up. Guys, so sorry, I don't think my camera was working. I've got the smashed up green chili, garlic. I've also put in some fish sauce and some palm sugar, and now I'm just going to squeeze in some nice lime juice. And that is our sauce. Oh, not quite actually. Now, I couldn't get any coriander, which is very annoying, but I did manage to get a little bit of mint. So we're going to put that in instead. There we go. On goes our pan. I don't know how well you guys can see, probably not at all. I'm just going to put a bit of oil in the pan. A nice hot pan, guys. Probably not quite hot enough. Smells good. I reckon it's getting down to about 2 degrees, guys, at the moment. And these waterproof diving socks aren't cutting the mustard. My feet are freezing. Rightio, guys. I was gonna put the sauce in a abalone, but don't think I'm gonna bother. I'll just do it straight out of the mortar and pestle. So, don't know if you guys can see that very well, but got fried squid, marinated in 2 types of soy and some turmeric. And then we've got our Nam Jim here, which is just rustic as. and it's just going to be a case of dipping and eating. Would be nice with a bit of rice, but I'm not that hungry, so. Put the Nam Jim straight on top, and I've come over to the fire here to try and warm up the feet a bit, and I just lost my tongs in the sand, so that's not good. Yeah, so I'm going to smash this down, and then I'm going to hit the sack, guys, and have a good sleep hopefully, and I'll see you in the morning. Smells great. Alright guys, just sort of packing up a little bit here and waiting for my water to boil for my coffee, and as I said last night, I had one pair of shoes and they're soaking wet, so I got no shoes. I've just got my dive socks on and my feet are just absolutely frozen solid. I'm actually a bit worried about them, so I'm going to skip the dive. I'm just going to go out in the bay here on the way home and try for another squid, and see if we can bulk up what we got a little bit. I haven't got my spear gun, so the only thing we can really get on the dive is abalone, and I got a nice big one in the freezer if I need it, an abalone, so don't really need one. And I'm actually worried about frostbite and stuff like that, so yeah, sorry guys. Next time I'll go for a dive. This time, yeah, not the right time for it. Well guys, we're locked and loaded, ready to go. In hindsight, I bought a lot of heavy gear that I didn't need. I bought an extra 20 litres of fuel. I wasn't sure of the boat and the motor. I wasn't sure what I'd be doing either. I thought maybe I might be heading out a bit. And then I bought all my dive gear, which wasn't used, and that's got my dive belt and everything in it, which is very, very heavy. Bought the big heavy grill, which I didn't use. But anyway, it was an interesting trip. Not gonna lie, it wasn't comfortable. My feet are completely numb still. Yeah, but got a nice squid. Managed to cook up the feed last night, which was extremely tasty. But yeah, hopefully we can get another squid on the way in, and we'll cook all that up when we get back and get nice and warm around the fire. But yeah, very, very beautiful beach, very rugged. Don't underestimate the Tassie winter when you're camping, I tell you. I've camped in much colder than -1, but because of the moisture, like everything here is wet, and everything is wet. Like I woke up and the inside of the tent was wet. Everything is wet, and that combined with -1 is not comfortable. But anyway, onward and upwards. I'll see you out there. Rightio guys, we'll have a quick flick just out here, see if there's any hanging around. Hopefully there is, because I'd like to do a couple of different dishes, not just the marinated squid. I'd like to do a couple of other dishes, so if I don't get one here, I might go round to the other spot we were yesterday, because I know there's squid there. I know there's squid here, I've caught them here before, but I think when it's light around the corner there might be a bit better. It's real dark and sort of feels more squiddy. This coffee is a lifesaver though. Oh, so warm. Guys, it is extra cold in here. Whew. It's like that mist is made of ice. Freezing. Hopefully we can pick one up. Guys, I've been squid fishing here for about an hour and a half, and I haven't had a single hit, so gonna mix it up a bit. There is a spot closer in towards the ramp that I've been interested in trying for a squid, so I might go over there and give it a go. The only other spot I can think of is way over on the other side, and I'm fully loaded up and I'm traveling about 3 knots. Wind has chopped up quite a bit, which is making life very uncomfortable for me. One thing I definitely don't want to do is get wet. But here we are. I'm just going to take it slow. The spot I wanted to try was around here, but the wind is sort of like coming into this thin bay here and just ripping through. It's not nice at all. It's making me soaking wet. I think I'm just going to call it a day, guys, and I'll do what I can with the squid that I've got. I've got heaps there. It was a massive squid. I pretty much only ate the tentacles, so there's heaps and heaps of squid there. I'll be able to do a couple of dishes out of it, even though it's marinated already. and we'll do up something nice. But geez, I'm looking forward to getting in front of a fire. I am cold. See you there, guys. Alrighty guys, so my toes are all thawed out now. They still feel kind of burnt, so I think I've got a little bit of mild frostbite, but hopefully they come good. So I've made up a batch of my secret recipe sushi rice using this beautiful vinegar, which strangely enough is made in Taiwan, but it's amazing. It's so fragrant and delicious. So that's there. I didn't have any of my Tasmanian cherry vinegar, which is usually an ingredient. And here's our squid, guys. You can see the soy sauce has penetrated a little bit. There is a name for this. I'll get back to you on that. But soy marinated squid is a very sought after thing in Japan. Very high class food. I've just got a little bit of hand wash here, which is just rice vinegar and water, and I'm going to be making some nigiris with this soy marinated squid. So let's get stuck into it. Well, there we go, guys. That's the end of another Beach Hermit episode. Thanks very much for watching. It was a very enjoyable episode to make. The scenery was beautiful, and it's always a pleasure to get such beautiful, fresh Tassie squid. Stay tuned, guys. I've got some more adventures in mind. I recently went out and hooked onto a 20-kilo tuna, but I only managed to get the head in, thanks to the hungry seals in the area. So I'm looking to get revenge on that. I've got a heap of new gear coming for my boat as well. So I'm really looking to set up my boat for comfortable boat camping, including 240-volt power. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode.